Ah, what a lovely day to take a drive in my F-16 fighter jet. I sure hope a humanity-ending event doesn't happen. Right, now that we've got that out of the way... Oh, whoops. I forgot to move my Geiger counter. Right, now that we've got that out of the way, I've become an absolute menace. I am of course an extremely skilled player, so this should be an absolute breeze, as is evident by how well I perform in my first ever match of US tanks. Alright guys, that death was clearly for comedic purposes. I'm not actually that unaware of my surroundings. See, I got my revenge on that BMP. The thermals are actually really nice, and it means I can see... I'm also testing out the M1 KBT. It seems like a solid tank, but unfortunately, I forgot to charge my gaming chair last night. I think it's about time we get to the main course of this video. I've been thoroughly testing this new rdf-lt thing, and trying to figure out whether it's worth taking out a couple mortgages to grind with. Later in the video, I'll have the genius idea to compare it with the HSTVL, so stick around to see my honest opinions. I left this clip in so you can laugh at my genius gameplay decisions. At this point, I'm a few matches into this endeavor, and I'm starting to kind of get the hang of this thing. It's a type of tank where you have to be completely unseen, but once you find a vulnerable little level 7 premium player, they won't have any time to react. It's a nice tank to play together with your team as support, since you can suddenly pop out like I did here and take people by surprise. Or even better, roll a little further forward and find an enemy not looking at you whatsoever. And then, of course, suffer the exact same fate. This tank thing is also pretty good at shooting down aircraft. As you can see right there, you can get an IRST lock and quite easily one-shot planes with the proximity fuses. Whoa, good thing I paused the video there before those bombs explode. You can't have the main course without some sides, and of course when I mean sides, I had to go all out with this one. I'm talking 10,000 pound jacket potato with 500 pounds gravy, blah blah. So here I was trying out my brand new wolf pack, and to be honest, I was just chilling with some music. And then after absolutely obliterating the entire team, I decided, you know what? This clip might be somewhat YouTube worthy. Or at least it'll make people think I'm kind of good at the game, because we all know perfectly well how things usually go in my videos. Like, come on, the jokes just write themselves. What do you even want me to commentate here? Oh boy, another premium player wasn't looking around. What a shocker. I definitely won't be doing a lot of that later in the video. But be honest guys, do I ever seem unaware of what's going on in my videos? Other than that one time which we don't speak about. Moving swiftly on though, check it out, another Oblivious Premium. Could it be me for sure? Okay guys, I have some bad news. Remember when 4 seconds ago I said couldn't be me for sure? Well, let's just zoom in here a second. Don't see anything? Let's just go a little closer. He's pretty well camouflaged, but boy he is right there, isn't he? What? Luckily though I cut this part out, so nothing... We're going to conveniently forget about that and take a look at how the rdf-lt performs in night battles. Luckily for me, I'm pretty solid at this game, so the tank's disadvantages aren't as severe. And by disadvantages, I of course mean the thermals. You're telling me that I have to spend 60 Great British pounds to experience what it's like to have poor eyesight? I can look at my wall and have a better resolution than this for free. At the end of the day though, if you're careful and stay vigilant, neither of which I do, you can still get many kills with this thing. Especially during a premium pack sale where there's lots of new players at this BRs. Save this info for later, trust me, I'm doing you a favor. You just gotta believe in it. Now as you can see, I'm in a little bit of a predicament with this leopard, and it takes a while to negotiate with him to surrender, but eventually he falls victim for one of those. So I begin going on my merry way once again. Oh, what's that over there? I don't know what you're talking about. You know it's over if Super Tiger is in your spawn. Like, if I'm able to live longer than 3 seconds while sitting in your spawn, something has gone seriously wrong with your team. I managed to pull off an absolutely splendid snipe, but first, I'm gonna wait for you to go subscribe, because don't forget that I'm in a heated race with Mumbo Jumbo to reach 10k before him. And if I don't win, I'm going to find where you... I'm sure you've all been waiting for the moment where I use the F5C as CAS. So here it is. Brace yourselves, because I don't even know what to say. It was just beautiful. It's about time we move on to the next lineup of pure premium chaos, and that means sorting out a loadout for this I don't know. Give me a second, guys. Okay, so here's what I've come up with. The average tornado player, and then the bro I don't know what I'm doing. I think this is actually a pretty solid lineup I've created. It's about time I showcased my insane skill in this game. So I spot this guy and scout him. I'm aiming in on him, and then I don't shoot and move along. Easy peasy. Don't worry, I got the kill in the end. My game kept stuttering for some reason, not sure why, but I did just update my graphics drivers. It was getting pretty annoying. I'm finally going to try out the HSTVL and compare it. Immediately, I do like the speed of this thing, however, that doesn't change the fact that it takes me 134 seconds to do anything interesting, and by interesting, I mean explode. I finally managed to fix the stuttering by turning my graphics down again. So now I can actually see what I'm doing, because I don't have a skill issue, it was all FPS based, trust me guys. See, I can immediately, well, eventually, get kills now. That is if I try hard enough and spam enough darts at the tank. Oh, you thought I was done? Clearly this guy isn't wearing headphones and doesn't have a gaming chair like I do. Clearly my opponents haven't had enough, not that they're paid actors or anything. Although I will have to speed this one up a little for no particular reason. I wasn't having trouble getting the kill, I was just making it tense for content. Oh, that is unfortunate. Well, I mean, back to square one, but at least I was able to resolve the stuttering issue. What? Nah, you're joking, man. Seriously, what is this? I've been playing both tanks for a while now, and from my research, the HSTVL is better in every way. But for some reason, I just do better in the rdf-lt anyway. In theory, this tank is better, but I guess it's the Super Tiger magic where I cannot perform well in it. Although let me remind you, it's not an issue of skill, I just forgot to charge my gaming chair. You might have noticed me turning my engine off, that is because I heard someone on the other side of this building, and now begins a Wild West looking ass showdown. This town ain't big enough for the two of us looking ass. Eventually, I decide to use my... Alright, nah, you know what? Never mind, I didn't. I'll just drive forwards. Who needs a drone anyways? Look, I get a crit there. I'm telling you, it's all about believing in yourself, since now I have no way to lose it. I of course had to try out the M1A1 clickbait, but rest assured, my skill in this tank is also pretty clickbait. Don't worry guys, I end up doing kinda decently. And by decently I of course mean finding myself in another slight predicament, but it's okay this time because it proves to be immensely profitable. A couple assists, a kill here and there, I've become unstoppable. And it's a good thing I spot this guy early, otherwise things could have gone very badly. You see, I managed to get the first shot, and if I hadn't done that, I didn't actually die, I was just desperately looking for an excuse to try out this new Harrier. Cranky, what is that? Radars. Whoa! I'm glad I know how to dodge missiles like that, because otherwise, I would have been... Once again, I found myself in a position where I can spawn camp. Though I should probably rephrase that now to was in a position. 45-second repair is crazy, but at least I got out of there alive. Come on. I mean, that's alright. Alright guys, you caught me. I'm playing War Thunder with music again. So as we get into this stunning cast clip, I did promise last video to have my maths teacher say some wise words. So, here is a quote from him. People walk past here smiling, and I'm like, what is there to be smiling about? Do I look like a clown? Dude. Ah, wait, I get it. But now back to War Thunder. First of all, I've got the AGM-65G, and unlike a bomb, it shouldn't take too long, hopefully. There it is. It's almost there. Now we just wait to ruin someone's day. Well, I mean, to be fair, it was a Type 90, so it's okay. I was having some proper fun with this whole cast thing, and what's funny is that this music I was listening to on Spotify is called The Cast Is On Its Way, which is a crazy coincidence because I didn't actually select it, it just started playing randomly at the right moment. War Thunder says that the bomb will take 20 seconds to land, so this is your last chance to hit the subscribe button before, I don't know, things will happen, I guess? I was actually very impressed by how perfectly timed the music was, like, just as the bomb is about to land, this is the song that's playing. Felt very cool, I'll give you that. That guy, however, didn't even get a chance to react. And on that note, I actually have a very important announcement. Basically,